Yeah. It said as you get older, your hair goes in your head and starts coming out your nose and your ears.
Do you know who the hell you think? Who the hell you think you
What?
are?
I accepted everything. I was there. I got you.
Get me out of the damn chair before I kill you.
Oh, yes, I did. Oh, well, I will make sure I did. What's that? What is this? Have you guys seen what's going on the... Look at there. What is... Well,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to School of Morton Revolution. I am yours truly, Pat Dooley, alongside the Prince Malik. Malik, what did we just see?
well, that wasn't how we were supposed to do our intro tonight, and we kind of got hijacked there a little bit. Well, that might answer where Judas has been.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since last week. I was all set to talk about all the stuff that went down last week.
I don't know if that's going to make any sense here in a minute. But
we saw his charges. They went... 500 record last week. The EGC came up a little short in their bid to become the East Tennessee Tag Team Champions. Judas, of course, locked in the shark cage ringside for that match against Amish Country. But Hunter Wolf, the alpha male, is the new East Tennessee champion after beating Draco in a casket match.
And he is on top of the mountain. And we were going to say Judas. They're all going to celebrate, but everything kind of went to hell.
Yeah.
Literally, Fright Night was off the chain.
Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about it since it's happened. We'll talk
more about
it tonight.
We literally saw, Condrey kidnapped him. For lack of a better word. At the end of the show, he just walked off with him, took him down into the dungeon. We just saw him, who knows where that was shot.
Well, we do know the family's probably going to have something to say about that.
Most definitely.
They saw the same thing we saw.
Yeah, well,
in the back. You can hear them a little bit.
Cousin Condrey's got to be, in their sights. Of course, James Anthony's still the SOM heavyweight champion. Nathan Cross knocked him unconscious with brass knuckles, and he just fell onto Blade Gibson, Maya Ferrari, earning her pay, pulling Cross from the ring, allowing the champ to retain. RT3's back. He beat Sean Carson, who returned on the pre-show in that tag match.
What a debut. We've seen a lot of things, and like you said, the casket, and of course you can check that all out, and we've got more things to talk about because there's more things on the horizon. There's always something new coming here at SOM.
Yeah.
And
we saw, Evan Golden retained the hybrid title, beating Santiago in the opener. We got a new women's champion, Mama Hannah beating Sam Street. What an incredible night. You can see the whole thing. It's on our YouTube page, on Ricky Morton's YouTube page. Just check it out. Of course, we're here every other Sunday for Revolution.
Did you see where they're taking a ride? I saw where they're coming down here to the Chucky Dome. They're like in a flume?
Yeah, that's
a log ride.
So and speaking of Evan and speaking of Mama Hannah's going to be the guest on 24 Karat Gold tonight on Revolution.
Well, that's how you do it. That's how you get to the next level.
Hey, absolutely.
You got to have that golden time.
That's right.
And
hey, we know what that music means.
That's the champ.
Speaking of the champ, James Anthony retaining the title in, I guess we could say controversial fashion, but it was a street fight.
Well, he's also
There's no controversy.
He's a controversial figure, but he's also the franchise for SOM.
And he'd come out limping a little bit there.
Limping a little bit, yes. But he's a fighting champ.
He got the crap beat out of him last week at Revolution, but he did walk away still the champion.
You know what? I'm not going to argue with y'all tonight. Because I'm still the champion regardless. You know what? You can boo all you want, but you're booing the wrong person. You want to boo... Hold on. I want you to hear this. For real. You want to boo somebody, you boo Nathan Cross for hitting me with the brass knuck that knocked me out. You want to boo somebody? Boo Blade Gibson later on tonight. Because a month ago, I told him he could have easily faced me one-on-one for the championship at Fright Night. If you want me to be honest, Blade Gibson should right now be the SOM champion because he hit me with not one, but two perfection forearms. I was out. If he would have had that match with me one-on-one, Nathan Cross would have never pulled Blade out of that ring. If y'all want to boo somebody, you boo Judas. Whenever he comes back from wherever he is, you boo Ricky Morton. You boo the championship committee for making that match a triple threat street fight. Unlike you rednecks, I'm from the streets of Long Island, New York. I know how to work a match like that. Blade and Nathan were out of their element, and that's why I'm still here, your reigning, defending SOM champion.
I wonder if he would have been saying.
I suck all you want, sweetheart, but the fact of the matter is, on December 17th, right here in the Chucky Dome, that is going to be the final show of 2023. And once we get past that night, I will be the longest reigning SOM champion in this company's history.
That's true.
But we got to talk
Tell him
about
when he's telling lies.
We got to talk about it. If you saw this past week's Agoji, you saw Hunter Wolf did the unthinkable, and he defeated everybody in the Agoji, and he is now the #1 contender for the championship. But because me and Hunter Wolf are such good friends, I know I won't have to defend my title against Hunter Wolf, because me and Hunter Wolf.
Oh, well.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Well, there's the rest of the family, too.
Yeah.
We see you there with them, Jeffrey Cletier.
Three-quarters of the family.
That's
There is
right.
one notable absence.
Hunter Wolf, your future tag team champion, EGC. Now, Hunter, do me a favor. Tell all these great people out here how you're not going to challenge me for the championship, how me and you are such good friends. I'm like a part of the family. You tell all these people
Funny guy.
that you can just forget about this whole SOM championship match, and you're going to focus on the East Tennessee champion. Tell him, big man. Tell him. Tell him.
You know what, James? Yeah. Judas treated you like you were one of us, like you were part of the family. From day one, James Anthony was treated like part of the family. But this is business.
Uh-oh.
What?
You honestly think I'm going to back down from the opportunity for this? You are out of your mind, little man.
Oh, no, he did not.
My opportunity. You ain't gonna take it from me. This is my time to shine once again, James. So go ahead, apologize for what you just said.
I mean, guys, come on, this is a joke. Come on, we're family. We're friends. I mean, come on, we all know that me and Hunter face off. I would just beat him like I do everybody else. I mean, we would have a competitive match, Hunter, but come on, man. We're friends, man. Friends don't fight friends for championships.
When you talk to me, but understand, not only will I be the only undisputed champion in SOS history, I will be the only two-time undisputed champion in SOM history. I will beat you.
I tell you this. Okay. Just give me some time. All right, and we'll have our match. Okay? Just give me some time to get it all sorted out and figured out. Okay? I promise. You and me for this championship. I promise. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna figure it out right now. I promise.
Well, I don't think that's how James Anthony foresaw tonight starting for him. Running afoul of the family and getting choked to within an inch of his life by the alpha male, the new East Tennessee champion, Hunter Wolf, and the man who just 4 days ago ran the Agoji. Hunter Wolf is the #1 contender for the heavyweight title, regardless of what James Anthony
Well, I would
says.
think the champ was hoping for better things to come out of
Yes.
that. And as we could see from the reaction from the family,
Nope.
not today, huh?
No.
Not today,
Hunter
probably
Wolf,
never.
Hunter Wolf made sure to clarify this is not family. This is about business. Speaking of business,
Okay.
here comes a man who means business.
And that would be Mr. Maverick.
Yes, big money Maverick Price showing a new look here. Also showing off that School of Morton hoodie. That's
See that? You can get that at our merch, that we have here for SOM. We have
right.
a lot of things over the years. So
I just bought one myself.
that's right. And it's coming. It's that time of the year. You're going to need it. It's
right.
actually hoodie time,
Hey.
folks.
I mean, we're the lucky ones. We have to wear jackets indoors.
That's right. And we get the best seat in the house here.
Of
and you know
course.
what? You folks can check us out here on YouTube. We're going to be here. And you're going to check out the Ugochi series.
That's right.
On
We're
YouTube
here.
also.
Each and every Sunday, you got Malik here with me on Revolution, and then every other week, when we're not doing Revolution, new look.
And there he is.
Casey Kazana coming out. He's got a bit of a new attitude. Of course, we know he's, one half of the Country Gentlemen in the NWA now.
That's right. Him and his brother, AJ.
Yep,
And,
embracing his Southern roots. The White Lightning he's going by now instead of the Captain.
Well, I laughed about that earlier. That name's kind of synonymous around here. And,
Yeah, needs something else in
Yeah.
this neck of the woods. But here
he
he's
said it means as quick as he is, and so
I mean, he's a heck of an athlete, third-generation star.
he is.
Maverick Price has fallen on some hard times lately. He went, he basically went 0-5 for the month of October, hoping to rebound a little bit here, going one-on-one with White Lightning.
Well, I know that Maverick he's been looking for an opportunity like this to kind of.
Your opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Big Money Maverick Price.
Maverick Price is showing the gym shorts we've been seeing him in, going for a more traditional look. It looks good. Looks strong.
Lightning Casey Kazana.
Well, now he just brought it up to the size difference, obviously, here
yes.
between the two competitors here tonight. In the opening, this is a pretty good opening match here for
Absolutely.
For SOM.
This could main event most shows in the area. But we got it as our opener here at the School of Morton.
Head official Joseph Schultz here in the ring with us tonight.
SOM year-end award nominee Joseph Schultz.
That's right, and folks,
So are we.
That's
And
right.
there's-
As every year they have these crazy things, and we've actually seen some bookings that took care of themselves from some of the classes over the years,
Yeah.
from like the Feud of the Year and
Yep, absolutely. Casey
Outbreak Superstar of the Year. Right now I think Draco's in the lead for that right
He
now.
is, yeah, absolutely. He's in the, what is he? He's in there against Draco, RT3, Nathan Cross for Superstar of the Year. That's quite a quartet.
And that would be right, because that is the top,
Yeah.
top of the top right now here at SOM.
Casey Maverick Price rolling out of the wrist lock, kips to his feet, reverses into one of his own. Some nice chain wrestling here from these two to start us off. They might be going into a hammer lock. Nope, turns it into a headlock. Keeping Casey Kazana guessing.
So, there's a lot of things that happen at SOM during the calendar year, and obviously we just finished up with Fright Night, but now on the horizon's the Bunkhouse
That's
coming
right.
up. And,
Yep.
well, when you hear that, and you get to be here for that, and, my other colleague and our colleague here, it was his first year last year. He was blown away.
I have seen bunkhouse matches, but I've never been in person for a School of Morton bunkhouse. I cannot wait to see that. Of course, that is going to be the next major event here for School of Morton. It's the bunkhouse coming up in January. There's more on that over the coming weeks and months. Big hit total by Big Money, Maverick Price. And I think he maybe took White Lightning by surprise there.
Now, that is some of the new conditioning and some of the new training, and actually he's made it very clear that he wants to take his training to the next level.
He went to the cross body. He was telling me beforehand he's been coming up with a series of what he's been calling money moves. That double springboard, of course, the crossbody, nobody in the pool or no water in the pool.
I was
That
going to say
time
that check bounced there at that one. He might want to go get card decline. You know, Kazana, you're going to have to wake up a little early to kind of fool him and embarrass him because he doesn't want to be embarrassed. Who wants to be embarrassed in the first place? Nobody.
Well, I mean, that's a thing for some people. But Casey Kazana, there's literally wrestling in his blood, right? It goes back 3 generations in his family.
Right.
He's been taught every trick in the book. He's seen it from his dad, from his great grandfather. It's it takes, like you said, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to put one over on Casey. Ooh. Casey also.
He's a little distracted here tonight.
Yeah.
Here's something I've noticed. I've known him for a long time. I know his brother also.
Yeah.
He's a little bit. He's not so much caring so much about the fanfare here tonight.
Yeah. It's definitely we saw a new look when he came out. Definitely a new attitude too. He's a lot more aggressive.
It is, and
lateral cocky pin there. Normally
I thought it was wild. He hung out with me a lot more tonight. Usually he kind of goes
That's
goes
true.
to the office. Likes to hang out with those guys a little bit. But
yeah, for sure.
he was interested in a lot of things. SOM for sure.
He was a little standoffish earlier. Tried to strike up a conversation with them about the the whole Southern gentleman thing, and it's just
And right
he's
there.
a different kind of cat. He's normally we would see the captain
Yeah,
would
that's
be
right.
staying on his opponent more.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah, he'd be hooking the leg on that pin that we saw earlier. Instead, he just went for the lateral press. And again, just sort of a cocky pin, not even putting that much weight on him.
A little bit more on the. I've never seen it before on him, but I'm starting to like it. I've
of
always
course
kind
you
of
do.
wondered where it's at, but it's a little bit more of the dark side.
Yep. A Maverick
Like
Price
this.
asking him to bring it on. That seems like a bad idea, considering the mood Casey Kazana seems to be in.
Kind of dumb, right? Why would you do that? He already is in a bad mood, obviously. He was saying something about how he's got a lot of things to do with obviously the NWA and Billy Corrigan and
Casey's been a busy man. We haven't seen him here in SOM since the October 15th episode of Uprising when he was in that 3-way for the shot at Evan Golden.
That's right. We missed him at Fright Night. He wasn't here at Fright Night.
That's right. But now he's showing off this new attitude, this new aggression.
And just on the flip side of that, his yin to his yang is Mr. Golden. And we talked about merch. Have you seen some of the merch he has?
I have.
It actually says what? Kazana fears Golden,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And he's making money off of
He is
that.
indeed. Yeah. He tried to mark me down for like 3 crates of them. Like, I don't know. How much money you think I got, Evan? But
Well, he thinks you got a Venmo. That's all he cares about.
that is true. That is your big chops in the corner there from Kazana. You can see. I don't know if it's.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you just? He just called.
Yeah. Oh, big chop from Maverick Price and another.
Ah,
Kazana seemed to take that personally, like Michael
he
Jordan in
did.
The Last
you
Dance.
see him grabbing him by the goozle?
Yeah.
He grabbed him by the throat. He didn't. He grabbed him by the throat.
Oh, shoulder in the corner. Most likely a setup for the spear.
Shades of what happens yesterday in the United States, big football time, but he's also a big football guy here.
Oh, off the ropes. Go for a back body drop. No, sunset flip attempt here. by
Doing the
Maverick Price.
aloha there.
Thinking one step ahead of Kazana there. Sliding clothesline.
And Maverick's got this intensity that's been building as the weeks have gone to. I think the Goji series has made him tougher.
I agree. We are definitely seeing a more aggressive, he's always been a great athlete, but it feels like he's starting to put it together a little bit more from these runs through the Agoji and his recent matches against
Well,
Blake
he's becoming
Gibson.
more like a veteran. He's actually seen guys that have come here. They came in like a big lion, and then they fizzled out, man. They're gone.
that's
and
true.
he's watched them basically die. They're gone. They're no here anymore.
Oh, spear from Kazana.
And he might be dead.
Maverick
So,
Price was looking for that priceless stunner out of the fireman's carry, but Kazana got out of it, cuts him in half with the spear. Normally he'd be going for the pin here. I don't know what he's waiting for. What is?
Oh, he's the one that's to check something out here.
Is he debuting a new move here?
I don't know. Hey,
Normally he'd win a match with that spear. Shot to the midsection.
they said it's for you, Bob. Back over there.
Oh, you're
Wait a minute.
kidding me. That's Evan Golden's finish.
We just talked about Evan Golden a minute ago, and
Hook select finally. And
did
there
really
it is.
well, too.
JC Kazana. That was,
Here is your
I mean-
winner, White Lightning.
But was he? Wait a minute.
so far be it for me to say it, but that would have been better than Evans.
Was he doing that to imitate the Golden Nugget, or was he doing that to mock him, or was he doing that to show him he could do it better? I'm kind of
Right.
confused here a little bit here, brother.
Yeah, there's no telling what is. I mean, we talked about it through the whole match. Casey Kazana showing a different side of himself.
And he's got a dark hat on, too.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Man
not
with
going
black
to
hat.
throw any shade.
But, I mean, you know, we've all seen the Westerns. We know what the man with the black hat means. And Casey Kazana now, he's a black hat cowboy. Of course, we just saw him. He just used the hybrid champion Evan Golden's finisher. He used the afterburner
Afterburner.
to beat Maverick Price instead of his usual spear.
And called it, but he didn't really call out Evan. He just called out the
No,
move.
he just called out the move. So what does it mean? What does it mean?
We should find out, because with SOM, as the sand goes through the hourglass, things happen here on the minute.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about the merchandise. Evan Gold's got that, the T-shirt making fun of Casey Kazana. Oh, we have not seen Michael Gabriel in quite some time.
We haven't.
In fact, if memory serves, Malik, last time we saw Michael Gabriel, didn't he leave with Barnabas Spector?
Yeah, that's right.
Barnabas nowhere to be found. The Book of Gabriel, of course. Well, Gabriel talking about sending somebody to the heights again tonight.
Well, the thing about Gabriel is, he's kind of got that strange charisma that a lot of, I'm not going to say cult leaders, but cult leaders have. In the past, your Joneses. And,
Yep. Your caresses.
You have to have that kind of charisma, but he's lost his flock.
Yes, he's lost his flock, and he's lost a lot of matches lately. So we'll see if he can get back his winning ways. Michael Gabriel, of course, possibly trying to recruit. And here we go.
He's got.
Well, here comes Blade Gibson. Of course, we've talked about it all night so far. Blade Gibson very nearly won the SOM heavyweight title just 7 days ago at Fright Night, because he's unfortunately the one that got pinned by James Anthony after the brass knuckles shot from Nathan Cross. Blade Gibson looking to get right back in the title picture here. A win over Michael Gabriel couldn't hurt.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the heights of Zion, Michael Gabriel. And his opponent, from Mountain City, Tennessee, the face of perfection, Blade Gibson.
Blade Gibson has been on a tear of great matches lately. Who could forget Revolution, 2 weeks ago against Nathan Cross? The match that went to the double pin. Phenomenal match there. Of course, the time limit draw against James Anthony 2 weeks before that. And then that three-way match at Fright Night. Blade Gibson has been an absolute workhorse. And I know the fact that he is not right now the SOM heavyweight champion is eating him up inside.
And isn't that who Anthony said he thought should be?
Yeah, he absolutely did. He said that if Nathan Cross hadn't been there, hadn't been part of that match, that Blade Gibson would have beat him, which is, I mean, for James Anthony to say that about somebody that's not James Anthony.
Well, you know what? It's hard to match the intensity of Blade.
Yeah.
It really is. I question his experience and some of the things he does sometimes, as hot dogging sometimes, but with that said, his intensity is off the chain.
Oh, it's unparalleled here.
And Gabriel's going to have to really step it up. Like you said, he's already losing the momentum game right now anyway.
And I've certainly picked up on the fact, Gabriel slips behind. I was going to say, up to that point, we hadn't really seen Gibson showboat yet in this match. Everything's been in a straight line.
It has, even before the bell rang.
Yeah. He did the little, cocky lay down in the corner thing, little, shades of Eddie Guerrero there. But as soon as the bell rang, it's been all business from Blade Gibson. But now Michael Gabriel on top of things with those stomps.
And that's the thing with Gabriel too. He's kind of like one of those workhorses, kind of like a Greg Valentine that takes. They don't come right out of the chute. You know.
That's right.
I mean, they get warmed up. It takes a little bit, and they get more evil, and they get more creative.
That's right.
As they go on.
Well, and yeah, he's got a granite jaw. He can take a lot of abuse. And we saw, Blade Gibson dished out a lot of it to start the match. Gabriel almost kind of letting Gibson punch himself out in the early going of the match. Now taking advantage. Shoulder block in the corner, lifting Gibson off his feet twice.
Now these guys can both do the mixed bag of matches. We've seen chairs, we've seen Singapore canes in the ring, and they've taken their licks, both of them.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Gibson, hold on, two.
Whoa, just like that. And we're already starting to see the effects right here.
Yeah, we're getting some welts on the back there. But, I mean, Gibson, the abuse he took from, chairs and streets, license plates.
That's right.
There was a little bit of everything in that match last week. Gibson can't be 100%. Michael Gabriel.
And then he talks about the fight. But you see how he does that. He uses that sarcasm, that veils that evilness that's really there, and he's telling you right in your face.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no pretense. There's no subtext with Michael Gabriel. It's all text.
Oh, he's telling you.
Yeah.
He's just hoping you drink the Kool-Aid, which, fortunately for us, I mean, we have to keep our distance professionally, but we've seen it kind of backfire on him here a couple times.
Oh, whoa! Runner there from Blade Gibson, turning momentum back in his favor. Scoops him up. No, again, Gabriel takes out the back door.
Twice in the hair. But that's what he'll do.
I thought he might have been trying to take him to the heights, but instead just pulls Gibson down by his hair.
And you hear how he's like trying to, he's really verbally assaulting him now too. And that's part of his tactics.
Yes.
One of the things Jim Jones loved to do at night was get on the microphones and tell everybody and talk to them all night long before they went to sleep.
That's right.
And you can notice he's not quit talking.
And, the last voice you hear before you go to sleep sometimes pervades your dreams. That was part of Jim Jones's plan.
It's in your subconscious.
That's
and
right.
It stays in there. And there's subliminal things that he's tried to do here at SOM. Like we said, it backfired on him. Bob would tell you about he tries to recruit down at Buc-ee's, and it's kind of a strange place to do that. But
running Bulldog out of the corner, I'm not sure he got all of that. Gibson landed a little sideways, but maybe that was by design too. 2 count only. Gibson kind of came down on his side, almost maybe like on his hip almost, which is kind of where Gibson's holding right now. Usually on our Bulldog, you'd land flat on your face. I think Gabriel might have done that intentionally, the more I look at it.
I wonder if that was inverted, and that was just kind of strange, but I noticed you can see the frustration.
Yeah, definitely starting to mount on Michael Gabriel here. Those punches have a little more snap to them than they did earlier in the match.
And this match is starting to go a little bit longer, I think, than he thought that he would already have his work done here. With the younger Blade.
Right. Well, and you should know, Blade Gibson is not going to go down without a fight. We've seen that over and over again over the last month and months, plural, but especially the last 4 weeks or so. Got him up for a scoop. Oh, now it's Gibson slipping out of the slam. Big jumping knee catches him right on the jaw. Turns into the corner with that big clothesline.
Right on the back of the noggin there. Saw that.
Through his head.
Hit him on his little man bun there.
Forearm. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 2 count only.
And we also have a documented endorsement from the champion earlier tonight that you could take to the bank.
That's absolutely right. I don't know that I have ever heard a champion say somebody other than themselves should be the champion.
Well, he might want to be after what happened with him and the Giants earlier.
Yeah, maybe that was him putting... Oh, what is Gibson up to the top, going for a splash? No. Sees Gabriel move, rolls through it. Gabriel takes his head off with the clothesline. A filthy clothesline there from Michael Gabriel.
And he caught all of that.
But he takes too much time to get into the pin.
And there was no rainbow on that one. He went right through him.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we were talking about, did you get the license number last week, getting hit with those license plates. Okay, here we go. He's going to take him to the heights. Michael Gabriel about to pick up a huge win, put himself into title contention. No, Gibson fights out of it. Shot to the midsection. Jumping knee. No. Gabriel caught it. No, insecurity.
Caught him again.
Gabriel staggered in the corner. Goes to that clothesline again. No. Got one, Geary.
Oh,
that
and the
kicks to the
second
back of the
time in
head.
the back of the head. I don't know.
Oh, he's
How many
gone.
more can you take like that?
Here comes the perfection forearm. Springboard takes it down.
That's it. That's got to
But
be it.
Gibson not able to capitalize. Rolls over. No. What is he? He's pulling Gabriel to his feet. This is the second match in a row. A guy said his finish.
This goes back to what I talked about earlier. You know,
Gets him with a big slam. Hooks the leg. 2, 3. All right. Blake Gibson picks up the win.
Blake Gibson.
well, once again, I mean, he pulled it out somehow.
Blake, I take a word here. It has been an eventful month for you, going to a time limit draw against the champion, the double pin against Nathan Cross, and then just 7 days ago at Fright Night, you came within a hair's breadth of winning the SOM heavyweight title. Got back on your winning ways here with the win over Michael Gabriel. What is next for Blake Gibson?
You know, I went on social media. I even asked that. After falling short to capture the SOM championship, what's next for Blake Gibson? And I had a lot of different replies. There was one saying, get a tag team partner, go out and tag titles. There's another saying, go slap the teeth out of Evan Golden's mouth. But the one that I liked the most was rematch. Because everybody here saw it. Everybody watching at home saw it. In that ring, I was in there the most. I took most of the beating, and I did what I said I was going to do. I kept fighting. James had a point earlier. I had him pinned not once, but twice, lay down in the middle of that ring. I should be standing here as your new SOM champion. But Nathan was a factor in that. But he's not going to be a factor in the next one. I want to stay going after the SOM championship. So James, understand, I'm still coming for the SOM championship. Next time, it's one-on-one, because the score still reads 2 Blake Gibson, 0 James.
Well, this is Sean Carson coming out here. So I'm getting a miracle here from the SOM faithful. Sean, what brings you out here?
I hear you talking about what you've done at Friday night, but what you've done was lose. Respect for the beating that you took. I'll give you that. But let me tell you something. I've been on the shelf since June because of James Anthony. And don't you think for one damn second that I didn't come back here to get his blood on my hands. And if anybody here on this roster has a shot, it's me for my revenge.
I'm sorry, but last time I checked, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. You all can correct me if I'm wrong on this. Sean had not 1, but 2 matches, and he lost both matches. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. He lost the tag team match and then against RP3.
And you want to say you deserve a shot? Okay, we'll do it like this. I'm a fighting man. I'm proving that week in and week out. You want to prove you deserve a shot at James Anthony? Then let's run it. Me versus you next week on Uprising.
What'd he say?
I'll see you there.
What a match made for Uprising next week. Blake Gibson, Sean Carson. All right, I'm going to head back to the desk before this explodes. Malik, back to you.
Well, that was certainly unexpected.
Well,
Sean Carson interrupting Blake Gibson.
he made some points, though, didn't he?
He did. He did indeed.
So, I mean,
This has not been a good night for James Anthony. That is now 3 people who have stepped forward to challenge him for the SOM heavyweight title.
And who knows, before the end of the night, these two guys, they look like they were standing in line earlier in that promo.
That's
I thought
right.
they were going to jump in from behind a little bit there.
I mean, Richard Dulé had a hard time keeping a straight face. He was loving Hunter Wolf threatening James Anthony.
Well, he showed his true feelings for the champ. He really did, because you know what? We've heard that in the works too. He feels like he might be, there's a lot of things that can happen at SOM.
Yeah, I mean, Judas, whereabouts unknown. We saw him at the top of the hour in, who knows where with Cousin Condrey. But I'm wondering if, before that all happened, do you think he's got the dental plan all sorted for the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club?
I think so.
Okay, good.
And now wait a minute here.
Oh, once again, speaking
Hey,
of,
wait a minute.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
There's Judas. Judas coming out to Cousin Con. All right, well, there's Cousin Condrey.
That's not Judas at all.
He's got Judas's mask. He's got jacket. He's got his hat.
He's got a Scully.
That's
Scully. And there's the hat.
He's got all of Judas's accoutrement, if you will, coming out here. And, of course, he's got Forky.
Yeah, he's forking crazy. You know that?
Don't leave home without it. Of course, when you pick a fight against the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club and Hunter Wolf, it pays to be armed when you enter the ring. Although I'm not sure Condrey needs it.
Now, do you think Hunter Wolf is scared of Condrey?
I don't think Hunter Wolf's scared of anything.
Well, when you're making your votes, we're going to see who the fans think is, because that's one of the categories.
That's right. They're the two nominees for scariest superstar here at the School of Boys.
That's right.
First,
Here's one of them.
Cousin.
That's creepy, man.
Condrey.
I don't know why it's scarier, but it's scarier.
Well, your thing seems out of place.
Yeah.
His opponent is one of the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club, Richard Dulé and Jeffrey Clapper.
So we don't know. We don't know who it is. Scotty doesn't actually announce who the.
I think they're both dipping out of here.
It's like they're racing to figure out. You talk about the awards. Jeffrey Clapper nominated for Most Hated for the School of Morton.
And there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, he did a lot of things. A lot of people are mad because what he did to Richard Dulé.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, okay.
It's gonna be
looks like
the
they're trying to decide who was going to face Condrey. Looks like Condrey may have decided for him. It's going to be Sir Jeffrey Clapper. Oh, dropping him. Face first across the knee.
Rough.
He's got Clapper up. There's the bell. This is now official, although Clapper has not had a chance to take off his jacket yet.
Take the high road and get out of here. Trying to figure out what's going on with Judas.
Condrey, somersault senton off the apron, taking out the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club. You don't see men Condrey's size move like that.
And that is the reason, the enigma that he is what he is. Because I tell you what, he's been all over the world. He has been to Japan. He has so many styles. The hybrid is really something that's might be on his mantle in his little dungeon somewhere one day.
And
along with the hybrid champion.
We presume he still has Judas. We saw that video at the top of the show. He comes out with Judas's hat, jacket, and Scully.
You talk about putting things right in your face and telling you.
Yeah.
He's doing that right here psychologically, like torturing folks like the family right now.
Absolutely. Clapper and Dulé, they have to be thinking, they're so used to having Judas at ringside for their matches. They're so used to getting that guidance in real time. Oh, Dulé getting involved, European uppercut there on Cousin, while Clapper's got Joe's attention.
And they still are the family, and they still do things the evil way. So this is kind of strange here to see these two forces going against each other.
Nerve hold here from Clapper. It slipped into a choke. Best referee nominee just picking up on it.
Like for Fright Night, sometimes it's almost like seeing Frankenstein against the Wolfman, or the monster, the mummy against the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's
shot to the midsection from Cousin, and another. Oh, Clapper fires back with a knee.
And there's those strikes, that he's famous for. He does have a martial arts background that he brings out a lot.
Right. He's one of the hardest strikers here in SOM.
That's correct.
Cousin Condrey, we talked about a granite chin earlier, talking about Michael Gabriel. Cousin Condrey's got a granite
everything down to his bottom of his feet. You can see the thumbtacks from previous battles that he's had like we said, all over the world.
That's right. I was lucky enough to be ringside for one of those hardcore wars in Tullahoma a couple months ago. He hit a diving cutter off the top rope through a door covered in thumbtacks.
Yes.
I was pulling thumbtacks out of my shoes for weeks after that match. Cousin Condrey is a scary, scary man.
Well, if he's Cousin Condrey, it makes you wonder how Grandpa Condrey is.
What's Mama Condrey like?
Mama Condrey.
Standing on his hair and pulling him up by the arms.
Because usually when there's a guy like that in the family, there's somebody that made them that way, and they're crazier than that guy.
Some men put on a mask and torture managers rather than go to therapy. Oh, all right, Clapper rocked.
Yeah, ask Bobby Lee about that.
Oh, trading big, heavy hands. Both men. Oh, kick to the ribs.
There's those strikes once again.
So we know, just choking him on the middle rope there is Jeffrey Clapper. So it really begs the question, Malik. Cousin Condrey obviously out here, taking the fight to both members of the EGC, right?
Right.
We know he's gone after Judas. What's his target? Is Judas the target? Or EGC
Makes
the
you
target?
wonder if he's going to take them all out.
Or is he going after the East Tennessee champion?
He might be taking everybody out to get to that.
I mean, it's not a bad strategy. Hunter Wolf, a dangerous man on his own, but when he's got the family in his corner, he's doubly so. He's the new East Tennessee champion. He's the only man to ever finish the... Oh! I was going to say, the only man to ever finish the Agogi series.
He about decapitated him on that one.
And a big boot and a DDT. I mean, it's weird to think of somebody like Cousin Condrey as a guy with a master plan, but is that the master plan?
Oh, that's what's scary about guys like him. And you notice, like we talked about scary movies, you notice how they take one out at a time, right? And they plot.
That's right.
They plot. And they keep on taking them out until the strongest one is the weakest one.
That's right.
And then it's their prey. But look behind Condrey, there's always the elusive family.
Behind by Dulé, and
whoa!
Referee calling for the bell.
There's out.
Disqualified Jeffrey Clapper. Cousin Condrey chasing him to the back.
I don't blame him, do you? They're out.
I guess Cousin Condrey's our winner by DQ. Who knows? I mean, next week you might be starting off Uprising with Bobby, watching footage of whatever it is Cousin Condrey's about to do to Clapper and Dulé.
We never know because, that was a wild way to open tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, things are strange here. Fright Night, not the only scary night of the year here at the School of Morton. Of course, Cousin Condrey, we speculated Hunter Wolf opened up our show tonight calling out the champion, getting right in James Anthony's face. We also know Blake Gibson is in line. We also know Sean Carson calling out James Anthony. Is Cousin Condrey playing the long game here?
Everybody's game. Well,
it's going to be hard for us to get a word in edgewise here for a while, so we'll just let Evan Golden take it.
You're looking at the greatest living third-generation sensation in
golden
the
time.
history of wrestling, so you people better keep your mouths shut, because it's time for 24-karat gold with the golden child, Evan Golden. Come on in. Hey, everyone better be quiet while I'm out here, please. I know we're out here with some out-of-shape, fat Tennessee fans, but look, we've got some business to take care of. We have a special guest here tonight. Please welcome the new SOM Women's Champion.
Hey! Oh, wow.
Mama Hannah. Play her out.
We have seen a new side of Mama Hannah coming out with more energy, more enthusiasm. But as soon as that bell rings, she is every bit as terrifying as she was before.
Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. Make yourself comfortable. I'm so happy that you're here tonight because I only want champions on this show, and that's exactly what you are. And speaking of which, before we get into this,
I have a couple of things I'd like to say regarding SOM's Fright Night event. Santiago! You piece of trash! You know better than to hit the afterburner on Evan Golden. That is my move, you piece of trash! It's as simple as that. No one hits the afterburner.
Except
Unless
Casey
I make a
Kazana.
couple of exceptions
Kazana,
for some close friends of mine. Now, you know what? I'm so mad about this. I need a beer. I need to go to Bullhead Ranch or something.
You need to go where?
Bullhead.
What?
That's where the
What
Kazanas
did I
live.
say? Look, don't even worry about it. Look, let's get right into the show. Mama
Plot
Anna,
thickens.
you are the new SOM Women's Champion. And you know what I think? I think you're the greatest SOM Women's Champion. You're the SOM Women's Champion that we've needed because it's been obvious that all of the previous champions were duds. And you're not. Tell them about it.
That's a broad statement, Evan.
Oh, it is a
I see what he did there.
Boy, he said. Oh.
Look, I've got so many questions about this. And, hey, quiet when I'm talking! This is my show! I will break you in half! No, you won't! Shut up! I hate you more. What's wrong with these people? God, they're rude. They're rude. Now look,
Very rude.
they're rude. Look, let's get
Nominated
back to
for most
business.
hated.
You're the new champion. And talk a little bit about your rival at SOM right now. You've been facing someone, you've had her on your mind for a while, Sam Street?
Sam Street. Who is she?
I don't know. What, is that her real last name? Where is she from?
Star something or another?
Don't you need to be a star to come from star something or another? Don't
You know, give her a little bit of credit. You know, she's from Boogie School. She was trained correctly. You know, Lord, her kicks though, man.
Yeah, look, I saw the match, and I want to tell you they were rough kicks. And look, I'll tell everybody here right now, Sam Street is a good athlete, but I'm going to tell you, because you're my best friend, she is not on your level, pal.
She's not on my level.
No, she's not.
How many best friends does
I can't
that
even
Golden
believe that
have?
you guys had that match. You faced off, it was brutal. But look, I want to talk to you a little about something else, because I don't really want her on my mind much longer. What's this person's name?
Sasaki.
Sasaki. Tell the people here a little bit more about Sasaki.
Sasaki. You know, it's kind of like a drink.
Yeah, it sounds like a drink that I had in a Japanese restaurant last night.
She's not hot. The other one is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Look, I can't believe you have to deal with these people. And what I'm hearing is on November 19th, live on Revolution, you have to face Sasaki. Is that true?
Sasaki. Anyways, she's tough, but I've always outsmarted her, and I'm going to once again.
Look, you know what? I'm so glad that you're here today. It's about time we had some star power around here. It's about time we had a real champion around here on the show. First of all, thank you all so much for viewing this episode of 24 Karat Gold. I don't like you, and I don't appreciate you people talking during this presentation. So, shut up! Now! Look, thank you so much for coming on the show, Mama Hannah. Much appreciation for you. And look, I just know that on November 19th, you are going to show Sasaki what a real champion looks like.
That's why I have the belt, Evan.
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching 24 Karat Gold. This concludes this episode commentary. Let's go back to you. Shut your mouth.
Wow.
He threw it back to us. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks, Mama Hannah against Sasaki. Presumably the SOM Women's
Hey,
title.
I tell you what, she's a tough character.
She is.
And-
Both of them are. Mama Hannah, of course, the new SOM Women's Champion, beating Sam Street for the vacant title 7 days ago at Fright Night. Mama Hannah, one of 3 women currently nominated for Queen of SOM
That's right.
for the
You
year-end
go
awards.
vote for
Her,
that.
Sam Street, and Maya Ferrari, who, again, noticeable by her absence today. Of course, we learned from James Anthony in our
So
opening
she's
segment.
dealing with
Why?
stuff, right? Dealing with stuff is what he
Yes.
said.
Taking care of business, I believe
Taking
were
care
his
of
words.
business.
But what a night we've had so far.
It is.
You know, we saw Casey Kazana step up, use the afterburner. Weird that Evan Golden didn't address that.
And he said a couple of other little things that kind of picked up on there. It was
Yeah.
strange.
There's something going on
Oh, speaking of
between
strange.
Casey Kazana and Evan Golden. I'm not sure what it is, There's Blake Gibson stepping up. It's time for our main event now. We're about to see the East Tennessee champion, Hunter Wolf, who just won that belt 7 days ago in a casket match against Draco. He's been on a tear lately. He had 9 matches in the month of October. He won 8 of them. The only loss came when Draco dressed up as El Scorpio, caught him by surprise. Other than that, he's the first man to ever run the Agoji, which he did just 4 days ago. Made his presence felt in our opening segment, going face-to-face with James Anthony.
That's right.
He wants that title shot. James Anthony, of course, doing whatever it takes to not give it to him.
I've also noticed that the excellent gentlemen are not out here with him.
That's true.
The family is after.
I mean, they probably jumped in a car and drove away with Condrey chasing them.
Or
we may not see them the rest of the night.
With them. I mean, there's nothing to say he couldn't have trapped both of those guys.
That's true. I mean, his dunk is plenty big. Oh, and here we go. And here's
there he is.
Considered in contention for the East Tennessee title.
Yeah, there's somebody that if anybody in SOM could take Hunter Wolf. It's this man right here.
Yeah, I mean, RT3
He's been a prospect for the NWA for quite a while.
That's right.
He's been on the radar for a lot of companies.
Yeah, and we just saw him a week ago beat Sean Carson at Fright Night. Since coming back, he's been on a really good run. He's got wins over the Gigolo Josh Vallon, Santiago, Richard Dulé, just over the last, 6 weeks or so. You can imagine what a win over Hunter Wolf would do for RT3.
And RT3's a big guy.
This is a contenders match. Introducing first, from Wise, Virginia, RT3. And his opponent, out of Maryville, Tennessee, he is the East Tennessee Heavyweight Champion, the Alpha Male, Hunter Wolf.
He's the lone wolf tonight, correct? I mean, he's out here by himself.
There's no pack.
There's no pack with him, and he does look some concern on his face. I've noticed he's kind of looking around.
Yeah, he's used to having that presence.
Or if he's looking for something to come up, I don't know.
Yeah. One can never tell with a member of the family what they've got up their sleeve. Of course, Hunter Wolf doesn't have sleeves, but the metaphor stands. There's the bell, and we're underway with our main event. You heard Scotty B mention this is a contenders match, which essentially means, if this is your first time seeing a contenders match, it means RT3 pins Hunter Wolf. RT3 gets a title match against Hunter Wolf.
And those are some big words, right? I mean, even RT3 knows that he's going to have to pull everything out. And Judas has said for years he's called RT3 the Rat.
Yeah.
Because he's done some things over the years, but he's also been Ricky Morton's darling here at SOM for the years and that he's been here.
Yeah.
And he's been here since the beginning, believe me.
Hard to believe that Judas doesn't like him being Ricky Morton.
That's right, and we're coming up on the bunkhouse, what, the 10th year anniversary. That's insane. We were talking about that during our production meeting earlier, and it's amazing that SOM has been around as long as it is, and all the folks around the world that can watch SOM from Australia to the UK and all around all the states of the United States. Yeah. We appreciate each one of you, and we're glad that we have you here in our universe at SOM.
That's right. And, of course, you can catch us every Sunday, every Wednesday for the Agoji series, every other Sunday for Revolution, and then the weeks in between we've got Uprising.
Because YouTube, that's where, you know what, you can also check us out on Facebook too, right?
Yep,
check us out there too.
That's absolutely right. Of course, Facebook is where you can vote on those year-end awards that we've been talking about throughout the show.
And both of these guys are candidates in their own respective categories.
That's
we got RT3 out for the Superstar of the Year.
That's right.
And he's going up against Draco and Nathan Cross for that one.
That's right.
And then we also have, like we mentioned earlier, scariest wrestler of the year, Hunter Wolf with Cousin Condrey as his the other person in his category.
Those categories have 3 or 4 nominees. We knew it was going to be a 2-horse race between those two, so they only bothered nominating the 2. We know it's going to be Hunter Wolf or Cousin Condrey, so why bother adding a 3rd?
And we're having a lot of nominees here just recently. Like, we can name off a lot of nominees here real quick, because we just saw that with Evan Golden.
Yep.
So because Evan Golden's for the breakout star
Breakout
of the
star.
year here
Blake
at SOM.
Gibson as
Blake
well.
Gibson was here earlier, just talking to us also. And just a minute ago, the queen of SOM.
That's right.
The nominees for that are also, well, we just saw
We saw
Mama
Mama
Hannah,
Hannah, the new
Miss
SOM
Sam
champion.
Street, and Miss Ferrari. And right now,
Dropped earlier, but we haven't seen her tonight.
that's
Of
right.
course, that doesn't mean we won't. Hunter Wolf has made his intention. Oh my God, dragging him into a modified power bomb just off the middle or the bottom rope,
And you see
standing
it.
on his chest.
And even
Hard to be
though
able to
don't
kick
let
out.
what we're talking about is not distracting anybody from the action that's going on in the ring, because believe me, RT3 right now is needing everything that these fans are here at the Chucky Dome are going to get behind him.
That's right. Hunter Wolf, playing with his food a little bit here. Oh my God, just
And he
caving in
enjoys
his
that.
chest.
We noticed that when he's everything he's done here at SOM.
Goes for the pin again. 2.
You can't pin RT3 that way.
No.
You can't.
Now we've seen him do that pin against numerous opponents over the last several weeks. Of course, it's usually preceded by that bicycle kick, taking his opponent's head off.
Now we're talking about the brackets here for the nominees of the year. Well, Evan Golden, he's a double dipper.
Yeah.
He's also there for the most hated.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
we
James
also-
Anthony as well, most hated and superstar of the year.
And Sean Carson just literally threw his name in the hat with that one just a minute ago.
That's right. The week after a big show like Fright Night, everything kind of resets, right? We've got new champions.
That's right.
We're starting to get new contenders lining up. And we've had at least 3 wrestlers tonight all stake their claim on being the new #1 contender. But there's nobody with a stronger claim right now than the East Tennessee champion,
That's
Hunter
right.
Wolf.
And he's answered a lot of things. We always wanted to know what would happen if he got in the Agoji. Answered, right?
He wins.
We wanted to know what would happen if he went through the series. He went through the
wins.
series. So not only now, here he is, but we've also been wondering what's been going on with Judas.
Hold on. I think he's going to try a superplex.
Now, if he does this, they're going to have to get rid of the front. Oh!
Great counter by RT3, dropping the champion face first across the top turnbuckle.
Watched Roy for years, and that's not in his wheelhouse. That's nothing I've seen him ever
I
do
resist to
before.
the middle turnbuckle, dives onto Hunter Wolf on the floor, and the big man is off his feet.
But he's going to have to do different things to get different results. I mean, that's what he's doing tonight.
That's right, yeah. Business as usual doesn't work against Hunter Wolf. We've had so many people, 8 people over the course of the last month have tried and failed against Hunter Wolf. RT3 having to improvise and then cross body off the middle rope to the floor. I think, is that the first time Hunter Wolf's been taken off his feet in this match? If it's not, it's
It
among the
is in
first.
this match, and it's very often, very, very rare that it happens in general. I mean, period. And now we're seeing
charged in
it.
with that shoulder, but RT3 moved. Hunter Wolf in some trouble
A
here.
couple dinks in the armor here for the Giant, and that happens after time. We talked about that. How do you eat elephant?
That's right, one bite at a time.
That's right. And RT3, I promise you, he's been watching film on Hunter, because that goes back to football days. I mean, he watches the film, he studies the film,
That's
he
right.
sees their weaknesses.
Yeah, and that's, if there's anybody on the SOM roster that can... Holy cow.
watch out.
I was going to say, if there's anybody on the SOM roster that can beat Hunter Wolf for that title, it's RT3. But maybe not if the champ is throwing chairs again. Of course, we saw him do that about 4 weeks ago or so, when he came out and just tore up the ringside area.
They still haven't found some of the chairs that were here at the Chucky Dome.
Oh, wait a minute! Cut it in half!
That could be the chick that we've been talking about.
Contenders match. We got a #1 contender too. And
Wait. There they are. We won. They were
family.
And that's how we end the. Okay.
And this is why we can't have nice things.
I think it can be done.
I think he almost did it.
T3.
He had him pinned. I think he was going to win the match. Instead, he wins by DQ. And
Well, maybe we need a cage.
Oh, man. RT3's got some backup. White Lightning, KC Kazana, and Cousin Conte.
Sounds like something that needs to be settled in a cage or something like that, where you can't get somebody in there and they can't slide out.
Up in a couple of months.
There we go. You see where I'm going?
Cousin Condry
staring
down.
Now wait a minute.
Kazana and Condry checking on RT3. RT3 was so close to pinning the alpha male. Hunter Wolf knows he dodged a silver bullet
He did
there.
pin him. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, literally, we all saw that. But this is a strange bedfellows here with Condrey and...
the only thing these three men have in common is they all hate the family.
And, you know, Kazana was acting kind of strange tonight, so it's even, I mean, this even adds to the weirdness.
That's right. We don't know what's going on with him and Evan Golden, but now we don't know what's going on with him and RT3 and Cousin Condrey.
There was a lot of questions that we have after Fright Night that we're going to lead us on up into the bunkhouse. But, wow.
Yep. Xana there out there congratulating RT3. RT3 getting his hand raised by Joe.
They've been friends for years.
He did win the match.
He says, I don't know. Thanks, guys, but... Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, Cousin Condrey hugging RT3 there. I don't know what's...
I guess that's his way of showing you I don't like the family either.
Yeah, hey, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
I know Judas ain't here. Thankful for that, Condrey. Let me tell you, I see two guys out here. I was having a hell of a match with one guy. And then two idiots had to come out here and jump me and cost me that match. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm currently not doing anything next week. I don't know if y'all got a match or not. But, you free? I'm down for us three versus the family and Hunter, that big 7-foot idiot. What y'all think? Because I am down and I am ready to fight right here on SOM.
Wow, what a match signed for next week on
Unbelievable.
I mean, that is, what a blockbuster of a six-man tag.
Well, that wrote itself tonight, didn't it? At the
Pretty
very
much,
end.
yeah. We already know two of the matches coming up next week. We've got that massive six-man tag team match. We know Blade Gibson is going to be taking on Sean Carson. I mean, the fallout from Fright Night is just getting started.
And that
Who knows what's going to happen next?
That all happened, well, I mean, from the beginning of the show to the very
just
end.
in the last 62 minutes. Folks, we are 3 days away from the next episode of the Agoji series. That's the next time we're going to be here on YouTube.
Wednesdays you'll see us.
That's right. We know we're going to have a new number one. Who knows what's going to happen now with Hunter Wolf as the top contender, having won the series last week. Folks, you can catch us, as I mentioned, multiple times throughout the show, every Wednesday for the Agoji series, every other Sunday here for Revolution, the in-between weeks for Uprising.
That's right, YouTube.
That's right.
Like, subscribe, and do all the things you need to do.
That's right, absolutely. So for the Principal League, I'm yours truly, Pat Dooley. Thank you so much for joining us here for SOM Revolution.